Okay, so fear is a thought that you keep thinking of something that you are afraid of that you don't want to happen, but it's gonna happen. Let me rewind it. Let me go back again and explain that. So here you are, you've created a thought of fear. So that fear is something that you're afraid of, that you don't want to happen, but you're afraid it's gonna happen. And because you're afraid of it happening, and because that's what you keep thinking, and because that's what you created, and then to make matters worse, you create all these little different scenarios in your head of what that fear or what this thing that you're afraid of, how it's gonna go down. And then it happened, and you're like, oh my God, I was right. Well, God dingity, dingity, diggity, ding. Of course you were right. You created this. First of all, nothing was going to happen, okay? It only happened because you practiced the thought of it happening. You practiced it until it became real. So it's the same way that if you want something good to happen, you just reverse it and you think of a good thought. So let me give you an example. Let's say you want a job. You want a really great job that pays you. Well, no, let's back it up. Let's say you currently have a job, and for some reason you're afraid that you're going to lose this job. Okay? So you have a fear that somehow you're going to get fired, okay? And so in your mind, you start thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late. Somehow I'm gonna wake up, my alarm's, I'm gonna oversleep, and I'm gonna miss the alarm, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna get to work late, and then my boss is gonna call me in, and they're gonna write me up because I'm late, and this keeps happening over and over. Or I get a customer complaint, or I messed up somehow. So you just start creating, because you created that there's a fear of you might be getting fired. Your mind, which is so powerful, then it has to help you out. Your mind is always helping you out. So your mind is like, let me help her out and make sure she get fired. So let me make sure that she oversleep. So let me make sure that she missed the alarm. Let me make sure that she gets stuck in traffic so that she's like an hour late to work. Let me make sure that one of her kids gets sick, because then she got to go and tell her boss, hey, I got to go. One of my kids sick. I need to take them to the doctor. Oh, let me make sure that one of her tires pop on her way to work so that way she can be late. Just tons of bullshit, because your mind is there to help you regardless of what it is. Because you believe that you're gonna get fired, your mind is gonna help you get fired, okay? And so here you are freaking out, worrying about getting fired. And sure enough, because that's the thought, now you made that your dominant thought, okay? You made that your primary thought, even though it wasn't nowhere near going to happen, but because you felt as though it's gonna happen, you see the whole scenario of how it's gonna happen, so then it happened, and you're like, damn, I was right. So yes, so fear is all mind. Everything is created in the mind. Everything is mind based. So the fact that you are powerful enough to create a thought, to create a fear, and then start creating the scenarios to make sure that this fear comes to fruition, just show you how powerful you are. Okay, because you just created an entire negative scenario out of a thought, and then you added some emotions to it, and then boom, you sent that signal over to your subconscious mind, and then the universe picked it up and was like, oh, this is what she wants, let's give it to her. So it's the same thing. So let's reverse it. Let's say that there is a dream job that you have, and you know that this dream job is where you get to work from home. That dream job allow you to work from everywhere. You get to travel on the company's expenses. They have really great benefits, and you know that this job is just going to help you make a difference. It's not just a job. You're actually going to go in there and you're going to help change shit up. You're going to help people change their lives or in that job, and you can work wherever, and it's the job that you want. You not really care about the title. The money is perfect. You can you're making really good money with this. And let's say you don't have that job yet, but that's the job that you want. So what do? You create a little scenario in your mind and you think of having that job. How will I feel like when I have that job? I'd feel excited. I feel elated. I would be happy. I would feel so much joy. I would have so much freedom because now I don't have to go and clock in, or I don't have to get in my car and drive in traffic. So you start creating all those emotions of how would it feel to have that job, and you just practice that again, because fear is just a thought we practice over and over. So why not abundance, a thought that we keep practicing over and over? So you keep practicing that thought of getting that dream job or getting that partner. And the more that you think those thoughts of getting that dream job, you start to feel as though you already have that dream job. And so then guess what? You're being guided somehow, somewhere. The universe is like, the same way you created that fear, the universe is like, oh, okay, so she thought of having a really great job. And then she start exuding, or she start experiencing the emotions of what it's like to have that job, and your mind picks it up and sends a signal to the universe and says, hey, so now that she's feeling it, even though she doesn't have this job, she's feeling like she already has it in her body. And so we must create the right circumstances for her to get that job. And then next thing you know, you check your email out of nowhere. You didn't even apply for a goddamn job. You check your email and you see, oh my gosh, someone just wrote me about a job that I didn't even apply for. That's how powerful you are. And that's how that's how things get created. And the more you think those thoughts, the more you feel those feelings, then the more you're just rewiring your brain. You're rewiring your cell to think, to act a certain way, to be a certain way. And that's what creates abundance in your life. The abundance is not about having all the external things first and then you'll feel abundance. It's not about, oh, I need to have the car and then I'll feel happy. I need to have that big, beautiful house and then I'll feel abundant. No, you feel abundant inside first. You create it inside first. You create it in your mind. You create it in your thought. You create it with your emotions, with all the fiber of your being. You feel it, okay? You feel it first, and then you act as though you are already having it, because guess what? We already know your mind is so powerful, it can't tell the difference. Your mind's job is to say yes to you, whatever your command is. But a lot of the time, we don't know how to give our mind the right commands. So we think that we're stuck in situations that we're feeling like we're victims to, and we can't change our situation. But it all starts with your thinking process, and then your emotion activated. Oh, you have an activating system right inside of you that can bring to you everything and anything you want. You just have to practice and train yourself into being someone completely different. We're not just practicing to get things. We're practicing being a completely different person, who understand that everything they have is within themselves, and that everything outside is just an illusion. Everything outside is something that you're perceiving, that you're creating through your mind every single day. Okay, gosh, I want y'all to get this through your mind. You are powerful. So don't ever doubt that for any second, that you're stuck where you are because you don't have a choice. You have a choice, and I want to show you, and I want to help you. Trust me, I've been in horrible, crappy situation, and while I was in those situations, that's when I found my true abundance. That's where I found my true self. That's where I found my true freedom. My freedom does not based on all these external things that we think we must have first in order to have freedom. Decide that you want freedom, and freedom is already all around you. Peace is already all around you, okay? Especially peace of mind. That's what a lot of us want, is the peace of mind, and it's already around you, and it has nothing to do with money. The money is just a byproduct of what you get once you experience true peace of mind. Everything flows to you easily, effortlessly, because now you're not attached to those things anymore. You allow them to flow through you. Ooh, I can go on and on and on and on, but I'm gonna stop right there. So yes, watch this video over and over and over if you need to. Comment if you need to. Like it if you need to. Dislike it if you need to. Again, you're free to do whatever, however you want, okay? But I'm gonna keep the videos coming because I'm feeling inspired too. So this is something from inside. It's not to motivate you, but to inspire you to start questioning, to start thinking differently, to start seeing your life in a different way, to start to be like unattached to people, to be unattached to things. Oh, there's so much freedom in that. Like not having to check your Facebook all the time or Instagram all the time or who like your picture and blah 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 blah. You know, you're just vomiting all over your life. That's what I did. But yes, okay. So yes, I do want to leave you right there. If you have any questions, feel free to add it in the comment or my email, jjocelyn@gmail.com. I'm in the process of. Oh, and I do have a Facebook group. I will put the link below so that if you want to join the Facebook group so that we can have a lot more like-minded people to really mastermind this thing. Listen, this is a whole different year. We need to level up. And the number one way we need to level up is with our thoughts and with our emotions. That's literally all the skills that you require to level up this year. And I want to help you. Let's see what else. Okay, so yes, the YouTube channel I'm creating. I guess this is my YouTube channel, whatever you I'll just drop all the links below to the group, to the training program, to the Facebook group, and the channel. So yeah, but anyways, I just felt led to kind of drop this here today. So hope y'all having a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you later.